All right, good evening and welcome to this Yoga for Recovery, Realization, and Resilience. My name is Brian, and I'm delighted to be with you this afternoon, this evening, for this little invigorating class today. We're going to be a little power-oriented class today. So ensure especially that you are available, that you have available whatever support you need for your practice today. Um, Blocks, straps, bolsters, blankets, eye shades, tissues, chair, anything you need to support yourself. Also, especially important that you remember to utilize those supports, especially if some of the movements might be a little challenging, and we want to modify as we need to support ourselves. And remember, as always, it is your practice. So while I will suggest and offer and invite some things from over here, you are in the privacy of your own space by design, and the only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. Everything else is an option. So if something feels a little excessive or out of sorts, then there's no requirement, there's nothing you need to do, there's nowhere you need to go. You are all perfectly imperfect just as you are. And so keep that in mind as we go. Remembering that our first guiding principle is support precedes action. So especially as we get into some of the more challenging postures, if you don't feel supported, then ensure that you have your supports first and make sure that you provide yourself with supports where none is offered. So we will do like a fallen triangle today, which is a challenging posture. And so feel free to utilize putting your knees down, using your blocks, not engaging fully in the practice, whatever is available to you. So no judgments here. There's no winners here. We're just having some fun and learning how to take care of ourselves. Okay, enough talk. Let us find our supported posture. Come into a supported seat, whatever that looks like for you. Find your supports underneath you, whatever part of you is in contact with something. Feel that physical sensation of connection. Maybe rub your hands together at your chest, create a little energy here. Root down into your supports and lengthen through your spine, and bring your hands to prayer at your chest. Feeling your heart beating beneath your hands, or find your space, feel your way into your heart space, and allow to arise in your heart space a sense of gratitude. Any one thing for which you are grateful here today. Maybe for you, just the possibility of great gratitude. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I have much to be grateful for here. And then whatever it is that arises for you, gratitude is called forth. I invite you to see that clearly in your mind's eye and to anchor it in your heart space. And then having anchored gratitude in your heart space and landed in your supported posture, I invite you now to remember that we come here on purpose to practice, to give ourselves this moment of being for ourselves, to be just as we are for this particular 55-minute segment or whatever it might be. And so take a moment here to acknowledge your purpose and to set your intention for your time here today. Whatever your intention is, I invite you now to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then listening for the echoes of your intention in your being, I invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to, allow your chin to drop towards your grateful and intentional heart. And if you'd like to offer a benediction to seal your intention, I invite you to do so as I say Namo Namaste. And then release the hands, lift the chin. All right, hands on the knee, thumb and forefinger lightly touching. We're going to begin with a opening breath, this wonderful opening breath. So we're going to inhale through the nostrils. And we're going to exhale out the mouth, rounding the mouth, making an O, like a little bit of forcefulness there. Semi-cannon breath, not full cannon breath, not full lion's breath, not full forcefulness. And then we're going to add an exhale each time. We're going to break the exhale up and add an exhale each time. So we'll inhale, exhale out the mouth. Inhale nose, exhale in 2 parts out the mouth. And then 3 parts, and then 4 parts, and on through 8. And then we'll switch, and we'll inhale through the mouth, Exhale through the nose, and then each time we'll add an exhale. It's 2 times, 3 times until we get to 8. So just follow practice. Don't overthink it. So supported seat, lengthen spine, engage into your supports. Take a cleansing breath, full inhalation. Complete exhale. And then let us begin. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale out the mouth. Now find your rhythm. Go with your pace. Inhale, nostrils. 2-part exhale out the mouth. We're just simply breaking the exhale in half. Inhale, nostrils. 3-part exhale, mouth. Inhale, nostrils. 4-part exhale, mouth. Continue the pattern. Adding an exhale each time. If you finish before me, just sit quietly. We'll catch up. If you finish after me, don't worry. We'll be sitting quietly, waiting. Continuing until you get to 8-part exhale. Last one if you're with me. Sit quietly for a moment. Notice your experience. See what's shifted. Settle into being. And then let us reverse the order. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale out the nose. Inhale, mouth. 2-part out the nose. Continue your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Last one if you're with me. Sit quietly for a moment. Be very still. Notice your experience. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Adjust your supports as needed. We're going to get a little movement here. Hands on the knees, palms down. The inhale, torso comes forward. Exhale, torso goes back. Gentle rotation of the spine against the fixed hip girdle. Simple movement here. Just stay with it. Find your breath and align your movement with your breath. Either direction, doesn't matter. We're going to go the other way, so it doesn't matter which way you're going. I'm going to reverse this in a moment and go the other way. So maybe smaller, maybe wider and deeper. Maybe you would begin to adjust as you feel a little bit of opening through the side body, especially the lower ribs. And this wonderful exercise. Whew. Yeah, opening up, feeling into this. And then on your next one, reverse your direction and stay with the breath. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. So find your rhythm. So we're learning how to move the body in alignment with the breath. Focus is on the breath. Remember, in all of our practice, we are calm, we are steady, we are focused on the breath, and we are moving within our own body. No need to overdo, overexert. We're here, and it's all good. Just be here. One more here. Inhale to center. Engage your root lock. Lift gently at the base of the spine and the pelvic bowl. Relax your shoulders. Tuck your chin. Engage the chin lock. Let everything be still. Come to the center of your being. Notice. I've been here 5 minutes and already maybe you feel a shift in how you're feeling. As you are ready, release your locks, release your breath. Cleansing breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Now you can fold your elbows and bring the forefingers in front of the shoulders, the thumb behind. If that's an uncomfortable posture, you can just keep the hands loose and let your hands just flow across the top of your thighs as you move. We're going to rotate to the left as we inhale. We're going to rotate to the right as we exhale. Simple rotation of the spine. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Finding your rhythm. Again, align with the breath. This is a breath practice here. We're moving the body, but we're practicing focusing on the breath, allowing the breath to lead us. Head sits gently atop the spine, neutral posture. We're just twisting the spine open a little bit, left to right, leading with the elbows. If your elbows are up, just leading with your shoulders. If your hands are down, and just breathing into this. Very simple movement here. Moving the spine a little bit. Finding your rhythm and feeling into your rhythm, moving with rhythm. It's just a dance. Dance of breath, life in the body. On your next inhale, inhale to center. Engage your root lock. Lift at the base of the spine and the pelvic bowl. Relax the shoulders. Tuck the chin. Let everything come center. Be here. As you're ready, release the locks, release the breath. Bring the hands to the thighs. On the inhale, the shoulders will come up towards the ears. On the exhale, they'll drop down. Very gentle little movement here. Inhale up, exhale down. And again, find your rhythm and align the breath, align the movement with the breath. So you almost feel those shoulder blades riding up and down alongside the spine on a cloud of breath. Try to keep the back of the neck relaxed. Tendency here is to scrunch a little bit. So we're just lifting the shoulders. We're not scrunching the neck at all. Very relaxed posture. Yeah. Get a little movement in that shoulder girdle. Now, teasing the spine. Obviously, the spine does not move up and down, but we're simulating that it is. We're getting that sense of movement. So we rotated the spine, and then we twisted the spine, and now we're feeling a little bit of lateral energy up and down the spine. Bringing everything up towards the neck and head here, and then releasing it back down. And inhale up. And again, even though the shoulders are up, you can relax them, tuck the chin, lift at the base of the spine, engage your root lock, be very still, let everything settle in the center of your being. And then as you're ready, release your lock. Keep your chin tucked. Now, if you have neck issues, Want to be very gentle with the neck. So if you have neck issues, then you just gently nod your head up and down and turn your head left to right. Otherwise, we're going to rotate the head. So inhale gently, the right ear to the right shoulder, and then the chin to the ceiling. Exhale gently, the left ear to the left shoulder, and the chin to the chest. Continue that. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Gentle neck rolls or nods and one more. When you reach the bottom, we're going to switch directions. So inhale gently, left ear, left shoulder, chin to the ceiling. Exhale gently, right ear, right shoulder, chin to the chest. Continue that, your rhythm. Just releasing any tension in the neck. The neck, narrowest part of the body. All of these nerves comes jumbling through this little tight channel here. So we want to just gently free up a little bit of space for the cerebrospinal fluid to flow freely. One more in this direction. And then inhale your chin to neutral. Take a full inhale. Take the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands through prayer. And then drop them to the knees. Be very still while you take a cleansing breath, full inhalation. Complete exhale. And then come around to your mat. Standing today, we're going to begin standing. A little bit of warm up here. So take a moment just to find your feet and find yourself on your feet. So shake everything out a little bit. And let all that energy that collected in your hips. Ooh. As you need, no particular form here. Just find your own way to shake this out. Ooh. Maybe a little tight like I am. Maybe not. Okay. And then when you feel like you're able to do this, we're just going to begin to march in place. Some of you remember you're marching, right? We're just going to lift the knees toward the chest. Little marching in place. Maybe a little high stepping even. Maybe you bring the knee up toward the chest, toward the shoulder. Just loosening up the body a little bit here. Maybe even add little arms to it. Yeah. Maybe not. Just need what you need in your practice here to get loose. All right, and then come back to neutral stance. Bring your feet together. Now, if you wish, you can do a jumping jack, which means you hop your feet out wide as you bring your arms overhead and hop your feet back in. If you're old and have knee injuries like me, you're going to do a stepping jack, which means you step while bringing your arms up, step back, and then step the other side. Whichever way you go, it's your choice. Take a cleansing breath here, full inhale. Complete exhale. And then begin. Jumping or stepping jacks. Your rhythm and pace. Because it's your breath in your body. And remember, you're calm and steady and focused on the breath and moving within your own body. Last one, if you're with me. Be very still, let everything settle. Ooh, nice. And then come down onto your back. On your mat. Extend the legs long, the arms long by your side for support. Woo. All right. Bring the knees into the chest and squeeze. Rock a little side to side. Feel any release. And then come back to neutral. All right. Hands down by the sides of the hips, palms down. For additional support, bring the thumbs underneath the sits bones. For even more support, bring the back of the palms underneath the outside joint. That's the top of the buttocks. Movement here is simple. Extend 1 foot long while bringing the opposite knee toward the chest. And then switch with your breath. So we're mimicking that high stepping now while lying on our backs. Different posture. Notice different effect. Same movement. Find your rhythm, your pace. Begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Maybe engage the back of the throat, the epiglottis, so that you hear the breath in the nostrils, our victorious breath, our ocean breath. Extend both legs long. And then release the heels, let the toes fall open. Turn your palms up. Take a deep breath down into the abdomen. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, roll to your belly. Hands down by the hips, palms up. Chin, nose, or forehead to the mat. On this first move, turn your palms down. Feel your shoulder blades come together. Lengthen through the toes. Lengthen through the crown. Feel the chin, nose, or forehead lift. Continue to lift the shoulders, bringing the heart forward. Supported locust posture. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Exhale, lower down. Turn the cheek, ear, and nose to the mat. Let your palm turn up. Let your heels fall open. Take a cleansing breath down into the abdomen. Side out. Bring your heels together. Turn your nose, chin, forehead back to the mat. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Thumb at the breast line. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Bring the elbows toward the buttocks. Inhale, lift the chin. Lift the chest. Let the heart come forward. Supported cobra. Maybe pick up your hands, maybe not. Maybe light, put a little bit of pressure in the fingertips. Maybe you're supported in your hands, whatever's right for you. Inhale here. Exhale here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Lower down. Turn your other cheek in the mat. Let your palms fall up. Your heels fall open. Take a breath. Full inhale down into the abdomen. Side out. All right. Bring your hands out in front of you. Rotate your elbows so that they come underneath your shoulders, and then walk them back so they're underneath your shoulders. Forearms around. Palms pressing, or hands in prayer, whichever's more appropriate for you. Pressing into the shoulders, so we're lifting the chest. This is our supported, this is called Sphinx or Sphinx. Sphinx posture. Everything from the waist down is relaxed. Lifting out of the heart and the crown. Lovely posture here. All right, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. If your hands are in prayer, make fists. Engage your toes. So curl the feet so that the balls of the feet, you can feel that pressure in the ball of the feet. And you're pressing back through the heels and into the ball of the foot so you feel the knees lift. Lengthen through the crown. Keep your chin aligned with your sternum and press into the elbows. Lift the hips. Come into a supported plank. This is our low plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Press your palms down into the mat for additional support here, and then continue to lift the hips. pressing your head back so that the biceps frame the ears. This is our modified down dog. And then inhale back to our plank. Exhale, down dog. Down plank dog, I guess. Supported. There's a dolphin posture, actually. Yeah. Great work here. Couple more. Inhale, I'm sorry, exhale to your modified down dog, and then drop your knees and walk your hands back toward your knees, letting your forehead come in front of your knees into your child's pose. Take your hands back by your feet, palms up. Releasing the shoulders, hips move toward the heels, crown moves toward the mat, maybe support it with a block if you need to. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On the inhale, take the hands long. On the exhale, bring the torso into table, curl the toes, and press up and back into a down dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Check your alignment. Inhale to a plank. Oh, man, my hands need to move out a little bit. Find your supported, balanced posture here in plank. And then exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. Inhale, stamp the right foot back on toward the wall behind you. And then point the toes. And then lift the leg. Three-legged dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Bring the right foot back down. On the inhale, left foot stamps back. And then point the toes. And then lift the leg. Three-legged dog here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Exhale, bring that left foot back down. Inhale, step back with the right leg and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the right foot outside the right hand. If you like, drop the left knee and top of the left foot. Just finding a little lunge here. Want to open these hips up a little bit before we move into both pigeon and fallen triangle. So from here, if you like, walk that right foot out toward the wide edge of your mat and then roll to the side of that right foot, exposing the sole, opening up through that right hip. Feel that right hip engage. Lean into this. Maybe walk your hands out a little bit. Maybe bring your elbows to the mat. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. On your inhale, come up off your elbows, walk your hands back. Bring that right foot back to the mat and then walk it back in alignment with the hip. And then take the right foot back to join the left and come into your downward facing dog. Full inhalation here. Complete exhale. On the inhale, left foot is back and then high. On the exhale, step through left foot outside the left hand. Drop the right knee if you like. And again, find your support here. Then walk your left foot out to the long edge of your mat. Roll the hip, expose the ball of the foot. Stay here or walk your hands out. Come down onto your elbows. Breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. If your hands are out in front of you, come up off your elbows, walk your hands back, bring that left foot back and then bring it in alignment with the hip. And then step the left foot back to join the right, coming into your downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. All right. Inhale, right foot goes back and then high. And then as you exhale, stack the hips. Lift the right knee towards the ceiling. Fold the right heel back toward the left hip. Maybe look up under your right armpit. Breathe in. Breathe out. Level the hips. Extend the leg. Inhale here. Exhale. Bring the right knee to the right elbow as you come into a modified plank, three-legged plank. Inhale, press back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the right knee underneath the body to the left elbow. Inhale, press up. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right wrist. Take your right foot over toward your left ankle underneath the body. Now, first move here is to pop up on your fingertips and lengthen out of your chest and crown. Second move is to release the left knee and the top of the left foot. Third move is actually shift the hips back, moving that left foot back, maybe a little, couple of inches toward the back of the mat, dropping the hips down. All right, we're in our pigeon pose here. We can stay here, or if you like, bring your torso forward, walk your hands out, come down onto your elbows. Maybe let your head come to the mat. If you need a block for that right hip, do so. Support yourself here as we breathe deep. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. If your hands are out in front of you, gently walk them back underneath the shoulders. Get long. Now we're going to reverse the order. So first movement is to just walk the hips forward a little bit. If you walk them back, curl the toes of the left foot and press into the left foot, lifting the left knee. Lift the hips and bring the right leg out and up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that right foot back down. Downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, left foot stamps the wall and then goes high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, stack the hips. Lift the left knee toward the ceiling. Drop the left heel toward the right hip. Look up under the left armpit. Breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, level the hips and extend the leg. Inhale, get long. Exhale, bring the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, press back and up. Exhale, bring the left knee to the right elbow underneath the body. Inhale, press back and up. Exhale, bring the left knee to the left wrist and the left foot towards the right wrist. Drop the right knee to the top of the right foot. Press up out of the chest, lengthen out of the crown, and then walk the hips back a little bit, maybe once, maybe twice, maybe even 3 times. Dropping the hips. Walk the hands out. Come down on your forearms if you like. Remember, use your blocks or your bolsters here. Support yourself as you need to, releasing your head. Breathing into this wonderful hip opening. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. You're on your elbows. Walk your hands back underneath the shoulders. Pop up and reverse that. Now, if you walk your hips back, walk them forward a little bit. Curl the toes of the right foot. Lift the right knee. Lift the hips. Lift the left leg up and back. Bring the left foot to join the right. Downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Okay, we got one more pinnacle pose here. So let's feel into it. Let's do this first. Let's take a knees to the mat. Press the hips back to the heels. Come into a wisdom pose. Release your arms. Release your hands back by your feet. Release the shoulders. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Breathe in here. Wisdom pose. Relaxing the lower back, relaxing the shoulders. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. On the inhale, the arms go long. On the exhale, we come forward and back and up into our downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Okay. Now, pinnacle pose here. Challenging dynamics. So stay with this only to the extent that it's right for you, right? All right. We inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, we open the hips, lifting the right knee. Inhale, we level and extend the leg. Exhale, we bring the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Now, stay with me. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, and then extend the left leg underneath the body. Now, this is your posture, fallen triangle. If you like, you can lift the left arm to the chest, maybe take the left arm to the ceiling, roll to the inside of that left foot. Breathe here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Bring the left hand back down. Bring the right leg underneath the body, back and up. Open the hips, stack the knee. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot comes down. Take a breath, full inhale. Side out, lion's breath. Left side, here we go. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, stack the hips. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, roll to the ball of the right foot, and then extend the left leg underneath the body. Fallen triangle. Now, if you like, bring your right hand to your chest, maybe toward the ceiling. You're feeling really frisky, lift the left foot and pulse it. Whew. Maybe not today. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Bring the right hand back down. Take the left foot back high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, stack the hips. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop the knees. Press the hips back to the heels. Release the hands to the feet. Woo! Child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the torso. Oh, beautiful. And then roll the hips off of the heels and come around to seated for our breath. Whew. I don't know about you, but it got warm here. Oh. Find your seated posture. Establish yourself in your seat. Find your supports, root into your supports. Allow everything to settle for a moment. Can we be calm, steady, focused on the breath, and moving within our own body when we're challenged. Mm, that's our work. Okay, we've got a wonderful, calming, centering breath now. All right, so going to be like this. Where are we here? Oh, perfect. Okay, so we're going to inhale through the nostrils in 8 parts. So we'll break the inhale up into 8 equal parts. I like to think of this as moving up from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Okay. But you don't have to think of it that way. You just think about it as breaking it up into 8 parts. Then we're going to exhale in one long, continuous, extended exhale. So I like to think of creating this circular breath. It comes in up the back through these 8 parts, and then exhale down the front, pooling in the lap. And what I like to think of, it's called breath of light. I like to think of we're breathing in light. All right, so establish your seat. Let's take a cleansing breath, full inhale. And a complete exhale. And then let us begin. Inhale, little sniff to the base, to the sacrum, to the navel, to the heart, to the throat, to the brow, to the crown, and pause right here. And then exhale, long, continuous, extended exhale down the front of the body, pooling into the lap, pool of light at the lap of the body. And then we begin to inhale that light up the back. 8 part. Pausing for a second at the top to just settle in, feel the light above the crown, and then exhale, light down the front of the body. Long, extended exhale. And then continue. Find your rhythm and your pace and your breath in your practice. Go inward here. Turn your attention inward. Body is very still. Awareness is on the breath and the nostrils. And the focus is on the light. Breathing in light, illuminating and inspiring. Pausing at the top to witness the illumination of you, being of light. And then exhaling, releasing the light into the world, releasing your light into the world. Notice the expansion on the exhale. Your light grows as you release it. Continue. Just be with yourself here. You and your light. Being light. Lighting your way. Let your next round be your final round of the pattern. As you exhale, release the light, release the pattern, release the shaping, release everything. Bring your hands into your lap, right palm in the left palm, fingers crossed, thumbs lightly touching. Lengthen the crown, relax into stillness. Be very still. Let yourself be for a moment. This is your rest. Take a moment to feel into your rest. Settle in if you need or want any additional supports in this particular part of the practice. Feel free to do that. Maybe you have an eye cloth. Maybe you have a shawl. Maybe you have a shirt or a blanket. Maybe something else that you need to support yourself here. Take a moment to bring that to play and establish yourself in your rest. Allowing everything to slip away. Just being with yourself and feeling into the effects of your practice, letting the practice integrate into your being. Now, if you have an active mind and your mind just needs something to do, suggest to your mind that it curiously, gently and curiously, just look for any areas of tension or tightness, contraction, constriction. Without any need to do anything, just notice. You're looking on a notice. You're on an awareness experience. You're witnessing. And you just sort of track your body, see if, oh, a little tightness there, and oh, a little bit there maybe. Just noticing. And the rest is just being. This is your opportunity to be, to let go. Maybe the one moment in your day where you can just pause, stop, let go. There's nothing you need to do. There's nowhere you need to be. You have everything you need, and you're just allowing yourself this moment of respite, this moment of rest, this moment of healing and integration, this gift you're giving to yourself. Honor yourself for giving yourself this gift. And allow yourself to fall into the stillness and silence of this moment. And if perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing. And gently, compassionately turn your focus to your breath. On your next inhale, reconnect with your body, maybe wiggling your toes and your fingers, maybe rotating your wrists and just allowing yourself to kind of reawaken your connection to your body. And then reestablishing ourselves on your next inhale, I invite you once again to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And to allow to arise in your heart space, perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful here today. Maybe for the practice, maybe for the practice being over. And maybe one more thing. And then I invite you to witness yourself with your gratitude in your heart space for a moment. And as you sit in witness of yourself in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, in closing, I invite you to stay here and witness. And as a matter of fact, there's a vigorous practice, so you may want to actually lie down for a minute or three and allow yourself more rest, because that's okay and that's good. And when you do finally rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing rest of your day. Let's see.